Guys, you know I have been planning for a long time to be coming back to America, to be exploring more, to seeing more places, but because of coronavirus in 2020, it put a pause to all of those plans. But I am coming back. I'm coming soon. As soon as this is all over, as soon as we can safely, I am coming back. And in today's episode, I want to tell you about the 10 places I want to come to first, open up a bit of a discussion about it, and you guys can tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong, or other places I need to go to. That is coming right up after this. Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shaun. I'm a YouTuber from Edinburgh in Scotland. Right here on this channel, I celebrate and share these cultural exchanges I have between Scotland, my home country, and the United States of America. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you will know that I came to the USA in 2017 as part of an exchange mission, and it was a great experience. Since then, since going to Florida, to Texas, to Washington DC, to New York. I've also came back last year and I went to Louisiana State, I went to New Orleans, and I went to Charlotte, I went to North Carolina, and had just such an amazing time. The United States is such a huge country with so many places, east, west, and everywhere in between, that I've got a lot of exploring to do, and it's going to take me years to document that experience right here on my channel. But because I can't get there because of the virus, I can't do those videos right now, and I hope that that's what this year would have been about, me going to America, seeing new places, and then doing documentary vlogs right here on this channel. And it really upsets me that that has not happened. But hey ho, you can only do what you can do, right? So I thought it would be fun and interesting for me to share some of the places I have got on my list that I want to go, discuss them with you guys, and see if you guys agree with them or don't agree with them, and put more suggestions down in your list. Now, some of the places I've been already, like Louisiana and Texas, I really want to go back as well, so that complicates matters further still, right? There's so many places I need to go, but it's coming. I'm going to be coming back, guys, as soon as this virus is over. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for being here. It's great to see you all, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit the red subscribe button down below. And I want to come to America and explore and travel and all that kind of stuff. If you'd be interested in supporting my content, supporting my channel's growth, you can become a member of my Patreon. For a small contribution every month, you can help my channel's growth, help me hire people like video editors and all that kind of stuff. There's a link up above. And also, the people who join my Patreon get early access to a lot of my videos, like my vlogs that I'm doing in Scotland, for example. Those guys get to see them days and maybe even weeks before anyone else. And there's other benefits of sign up as well, so please do consider it. So here's my list that I've put together, just some thoughts on some of the places I really want to come and visit. Maybe you guys live there, maybe you guys have been there, maybe you guys think they're good places to visit, or maybe not. You can let me know in the comments. I would love to know your thoughts as always. Number 1 on the list is Chicago. Why do I want to go to Chicago? Chicago? That's not right. Chicago. Why do I want to go there? I want to go there because I did a poll on my YouTube channel, I think it was like 6 months ago, just when I was coming back from Louisiana, saying where should I go next? Lots of different options, and Chicago for some reason was way at the top of the list. That was voted on by you. I don't really know much about Chicago other than the fact that it's on the lake, and I have landed there twice actually on stopovers, not stopovers, on connection flights to other places. And the first time I did that, the plane did this kind of swerve around the bay and I could see the city perfectly, the beach. It looked absolutely beautiful, and I thought I'd love to visit that place. Obviously Chicago pizza. What else do I know about Chicago? They have that monument thing down by the waterfront. The bean. It's a bean. I think it's a bean. That's what it is. I could take a photo of that. That would be cool. But also, my friend Lawrence from Lost in the Pond, another YouTuber who does very similar videos to me, lives there as well. And if I go to Chicago, we could do a lot of awesome collaboration videos. How about that? Number 2 on the list is a place that I'd never ever thought about before, didn't even know about until very recently. But then I saw people on Instagram taking photos of it and putting it up. Very, very picturesque mountains with a city close by. And I was thinking, where's that? Salt Lake City in Utah. Never knew much about the place whatsoever. But then, like I said, I saw these pictures of the city next to all these massive mountains with snow on top. I just thought it looked incredibly beautiful. And it is on a salt plain. Utah obviously is a very unique state in its own because of its history with the Mormons, for example, which is something that's just so unique that I have no idea about. Like, I need to learn about these things. And I think for that reason alone, I should go there. It also has this saltwater lake. It's a lake, a body of fresh water that's too salty for animals to even live in. And the thing's massive. Fascinating. I need to go and visit Salt Lake City in Utah. Any of you guys from Utah? Put your hands up. Number 3 is Denver in Colorado. I've got a lot of people who follow me from Colorado in general as a state. And I see a lot of people comment from Colorado. I've had people who have sent me things from Colorado. I know absolutely nothing whatsoever about Colorado, other than the fact Aspen potentially is there, which is a very beautiful mountainous ski resort. What else do I need to know about Colorado, other than the fact that it's in a place that I've never been, a region I've never been before, and I'd love to go. And I watched the series, Man in the High Castle, which featured Denver. Looks like an interesting place, and I should definitely go and check it out. Number 4, and this is another one that you guys recommended to me very strongly over the years of doing these videos, is Nashville, Tennessee. And I think one of the great things about Nashville is the music culture. Definitely for me, is something I need to go and check out and see. One of the reasons I love going to Louisiana and New Orleans in particular was the music culture. I thought it was fascinating. I thought it was brilliant. And apparently Nashville in Tennessee has its own unique style of music as well that's very famous, and everybody goes there to check out the music scene. And I think I just need to go there and see it. And hey, it's only 200 miles away from Graceland, which is Elvis's home. My grandfather was probably the world's biggest Elvis fan. He went to Graceland, and he actually even named his home Gracelands, with an S at the end, after Graceland, after Elvis's home. That's something I need to visit one day. Definitely go on that pilgrimage, the same pilgrimage that my grandfather went on. I would just love to go and check that whole place out. So that's on the list. Number 5 on the list, and this is something a place I'm desperate to go and see, is Washington State. The first main reason I want to go to Washington State is my uncle, a Scotsman, lives there and is married to my aunt, who's American, and their kids. They've got a big family out there now. They've been there for a long, long time, but I've always wanted to go out and visit my uncle in Washington State. And I just want to give a big shout out to my whole family out there in Washington State that I haven't seen for many years. Hopefully I can do that. And the photos they send, the place just looks absolutely incredible. It's on the border with Canada, am I right? On the west coast, the northwest. The weather looks quite similar to Scotland. It's very woody, lots of trees, mountains. It just looks absolutely beautiful. It looks a bit like the Highlands of Scotland. So Washington State in general I want to visit because of the outdoor wilderness scenario. That's for one, but I would also like to go to Seattle as well, the city, see it, the home birthplace of Amazon and Starbucks and lots of other things. And that is going to happen one day, absolutely. Washington, that's an unnegotiable one. It has to stay on the list. And number 7, since I'm starting off in Washington State and then Seattle, I might as well do something that I've always wanted to do, which is drive down the Pacific Highway. From there, south. From there, you can drive pretty much all the way from the border of Canada all the way to the border of Mexico. And there's a lot of incredible places in between, but not far from Washington State. You would go down, and then I could visit Sacramento, where we've got some friends that live there. And then I've also got some friends that live in Redwood City down near San Francisco as well. And I could obviously visit San Francisco and all the other places in between, making my way down to Los Angeles, and then San Diego. But of course, like that journey, there's going to be some incredible places in between. That is a trip I would absolutely love to do. Hopefully I can make that happen. It was something, I don't know how long of a trip that would need to be. I would like to know your advice on that. How long would it take me to drive and like stopping and seeing all the great places? I'm thinking like 2 weeks. Number 8, you guys have seen this on my channel many times before when I've talked about the wildlife in America. North Carolina, I was in the mountains and I was scared of bears that probably weren't even there, right? Louisiana, I went to the swamp, I went to the bayou, and we saw those alligators. It was a great experience, absolutely loved it. Florida, I love to go fishing. I want to go fishing in Florida. Another one on the list, but it's not officially on the list. More about that later. Anyway, needless to say, I love nature, alright? And for that reason, Alaska is very high up on my priority list of places I would love to visit in America. And I really would love to make it happen. I don't know much about it other than it's very wilderness. Lots of animals, lots of good fishing. And it's quite cold. It's obviously very far north, but I would love to go and visit. Number 9, and carrying on with that theme, would be Hawaii, because just look at the friggin' place. It's sensational. It's an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, but it's incredibly beautiful. It's got all the history with the World War and all that kind of stuff, but it's beautiful, and it's got the volcano which is active. I'm not sure if you can even go there, but the ocean around it is so deep and blue with all the different species of fish and sharks and whales, and I think I would have the time of my life in Hawaii. I just get that feeling from what I've seen. It just looks an incredible, incredible place in many ways, and I just really, really hope I can make that happen. One day, maybe. Number 10 is not one specific place, but many specific places. The national parks, the great, amazing national parks. I like talking about the nature. You know, I kind of miss Florida, and I did mention that a little bit a minute ago, and I feel bad about that because I want to see Florida properly as well. Right? There's lots of great places for nature in Florida, but the national parks, if I'm doing a list of top 10 The national parks have to be in there. I think I've mentioned this to you guys before, but John Muir is a very famous man in America because he started the national parks. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but there is a John Muir walkway close to Edinburgh down the East Coast because he was born in a place called Dunbar in Scotland on the East Coast and lived his early years in Scotland and then went over to America. He's a Scottish man and he's very famous in America because he launched these great national parks. Yosemite, Yellowstone National Park, all these places that are absolutely sensational and beautiful. And I want to know in the comments, please, your thoughts on the national parks that I need to visit. What would be the top list, top 3 or top 5 national parks that I need to visit? I would love to know. Anyway, that's that short list of some of the places I want to visit in America when I can, when this virus is over. Hopefully I can make it happen soon. But like, we just don't know when this is going to end. And obviously there's a lot of moving parts to this. There's a lot of other places, so many places, hundreds of places that I could come and visit. There's places with Scottish connection that I want to come and visit. So please do put your thoughts down below. Let me know your opinion on some of the things on the list, on other places that I should go that I've not mentioned. That would be great. Let me know. But guys, listen, I've been putting my vlogs all about my life in Scotland and my life in London, Scotland, and in between my kind of daily general life vlogs, not about anything in particular, but just life update vlogs. I've been putting them on my second channel. You might be interested in some of them, some of my old school style of vlogs, updating you on what I've been up to. They all now live on another channel, and I'll put a link to that down below. Please go and check it out. I think you'll find some great value in some of those videos, especially if you've been here for a long time and you're interested in other stuff that's not just America. That is where it all lives now. Go and check it out and subscribe there as well. But that's it for today's episode. Great to speak to you all. Thank you very much for watching. And until the next adventure, hope you have a good night, morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever time of day it is wherever you are in the world. Take care.